Are the Super Mario Party Jamboree side modes any good? Hello everyone, Shiny Mudkip here, and today I will be scaling the Jamboree side modes on a scale from 1 being the worst one through 10 being the cream of the crop. Remember that this is my criteria of how I would rank these side modes. With that said, let's get a spinning.
Can't stop Waluigi!
It says it in the name, Daily Challenge. It's a set of 3 minigames from the today's selections. There are 3 rows of 3 minigames each, divided by the challenge aesthetic, like Master Strategist, Coin Collector, so on and so forth. It gets really repetitive because even though the rows are divided according to the challenge aesthetic, they are the same minigames. That's why NDCube called it a Daily Challenge, to a mediocre mode that shouldn't be added in the first place. 3 out of 10. Tag Mash is Tag Mash, alright? Nothing spectacular by any means. It's free play, but with a victory ceremony. That's the only difference. I know that NDQ did this to add another filler mode, you could say, which already you could do it in free play. With that said, I think it's a 2 out of 10. Survival mode is an online experience where you get to play with 3 other online players in one minigame. Just one. Sure, you can keep replaying them, depending on which minigames haven't been chosen, but at that point you're better off just playing the legitimate free play mode by yourself. It gets old and very repetitive. In my experience, there's barely anybody who hops into survival mode online. So yeah, it's a garbage side mode pretty much. Enough crap. I'ma give it like a 1 out of 10. It's horrible. I have no clue what to tell you. It's really horrible. This mode actually surprised me. While I was expecting it to be a generic win for the most minigames type of mode, it mixes things up every now and then in the form of a battle minigame, which works similarly to how it does in the main boards. This one addition makes the experience more unpredictable, as you could be winning, but then suddenly a battle minigame shows up and your lead is gone, and somebody else is right up on your tail trying to steal your win. The flaw with this mode is that there are only 10 minigames, so it does get old if you play it too much. But every once in a while, it's alright to play this mode if you want to hop into some of the Jamboree buddy minigames with your friends. I personally think it's surprisingly decent. With that said, I give it a 6 out of 10, being a decent addition to the side modes in Jamboree. Yep, this is what you expected. You fight through the game's 5 bosses and compete with your friends to see who wins the most. There's not much to say about this mode other than it's an alright way to experience the game's boss battles with your friends. It's also good to mention that the boss rush is unlocked after rank 30. If it's with friends, it's like a 7 out of 10. However, if it's by yourself, it's a 4 out of 10, bringing the final score to a 5 out of 10. Coopathlon is an upgrade to Coinathlon from Star Wars, where players collect coins in minigames to continue. On the other hand, Coopathlon offers a competitive race with up to 20 players to compete in coin-based minigames, racing laps around the course. This side mode features Imposter Bowser attacking after every 3rd minigame in order to do a survivathon. It comes with 9 games, 3 minigames per game, including 5 survivathon minigames, totaling 14 minigames in this mode. It's alright. I feel like after your 3rd playthrough of this side mode, you get very drained, just like in Star Wars pretty much. With all that said, it's alright. I give it like a 6.5, close to a 7 out of 10. Bowser Kaboom Squad is a mode that exists. It's okay, but it's not great. It involves 8 players to beat Imposter Bowser in city arenas like Charging Chucks, Bomber Bills, and Typhoos. Players collect bombs into a cannon in order to attack Imposter Bowser. After each round, they play a minigame to earn items to defeat him. They spend way too much time to make a mode that doesn't compete with other Mario Party's game side modes. The problem is that this game has a lot of stuff that is useless at some point for me at least. It's a 5 out of 10. It's alright, it's fine I guess. Just boring when you keep playing it more than twice or 3 times. Parachupa's Fly Scoot is a side mode that NDCube added probably because it was the easiest thing they could have implemented as another side mode to make it feel like it has more content, when in reality it is more so a filler mode. If it would have been a tech demo, it would have been somewhat interesting. However, they added it as a full-on side mode that doesn't have any depth to the game, so why bother? Gameplay wise it's average. Sometimes it's kinda weird to get used to the Joy-Con's motion controls. Not gonna lie, it's absolutely garbage. With that said, it's not even a Mario Party side mode, it's filler. 1 out of 10. As a puzzle guy myself, and as a LEGO game fan, I think it's a decent mode. You'll go through 10 arenas with 3 levels each and solve interesting puzzles using the Joy-Con's motion controls to move a ball to the goal. This mode feels like filler, not as much as Parachupa's Fly School, but it doesn't hurt to add, I suppose, compared to that one. With that said, it's pretty good. I think it's a 7 out of 10. In this side mode, you use the Joy-Con's motion controls to play rhythm games with your friends. The 10 minigames you will play in this mode are all a blast. The problem is that there's only 10 minigames, and this is an issue NDCube has in general. They make new modes with exclusive minigames, but they mostly have 10 or so minigames. This is not enough to make a compelling and replayable mode at all. Rhythm Kitchen ends up being fun the first couple of times you play it, but you will quickly get annoyed by it, because there just isn't enough minigame variety. If they had at least 20 or so minigames, I'd be willing to consider this mode amazing, but alas, it's just alright. I'ma give it like a 7 out of 10. Party Planner Trek is a single-player mode where players control one character, explore new boards, interact with NPCs, and collect items to fulfill NPC requests. Players can earn up to 3 mini-stars by completing minigame challenges or duels. Once they collect at least 30 mini-stars, they receive a souvenir and are indicated to the next map. Sure, you can do it with other characters, but it gets really, absolutely, and I mean really repetitive when you keep doing the same thing with the same modes and the same map. Hence why I feel like NDCube miserably failed with the side modes, especially this one. I feel like this had a lot of potential, however, since the fact that they had to copy and paste the same thing on every single map with different bosses, which is cool, but still, it sucks. I feel like we got disappointed by NDCube yet again, because even though they promised us for 110 minigames, most of them do need a Joy-Con, and they're not reliable, which I feel like NDCube missed the mark on that one. With that said, I give it like a 4.5 close to a 5 out of 10. Overall, Super Mario Party Jamboree had good ideas. However, NDCube didn't implement them well. It had all the potential and tools to be close to the GameCube classics, but it failed on various aspects such as replayability, commitment, and especially fun. Jamboree side modes are mostly fun if you have friends. However, most side modes are required to have 1 to 3 friends in order for them to be playable and enjoyable, which not everyone has. NDCube should focus on why Mario Party was fun in the first place, instead to quality over quantity like Mario Party 6 or Mario Party 3. As the great Reggie Fils-Aimé said, if it's not fun, why bother? If it's not a battle, where's the fun? Thank you all so much for watching this video, and as always, stay tuned for a brand new Mario Sport adventure. Bye bye, take care.